This is the real reason why alternative medicine will never be considered medicine.
Nothing from nature, regardless of how effective it might be, will ever be proven safe or effective according to the FDA. It'll never be. Anything that comes from nature cannot be patented. Translate that into the real world of FDA approval. Surely these drug companies aren't going to spend $20 million or more testing any substance from nature because it can't be patented. Nobody's going to spend the money to go through the test. So therefore, everything from nature will always be condemned by the FDA as unproven. Of course, the FDA says it's illegal to use unless it's been tested for efficacy and safety. You see the catch-22 you're in there.
It's not even your doctor's fault. That's just what they were taught about medicine. And this guy tells a perfect story about him with his doctors that shows they're not evil. They just weren't taught about this stuff.
They told me I had autoimmune hepatitis. You're gonna be on these drugs for the rest of your life, an immunosuppressant and a steroid. And I'm like, man, is there any other solution? They said, no, there's nothing else. I'm like, what about diet? I'm like, is there anything else that I can do? They're like, no. So I started doing my own research. And this is my initial path into functional medicine. What I found was I should probably start taking care of the way that I eat. In 6 months, I went back to the doctors for my blood work and they said, oh my God, you're almost back to normal. Like the medication is working faster in you than it works in most people. And I was like, yeah, I've been off that medication since the day that you gave it to me. And I was like, let me educate you guys a little bit about what I've done and why I think that you guys should, become a little bit more educated. And they were like, man, this pompous kid, you should they didn't want to hear it. And at that time I was, what do you mean you don't want to hear it? I don't understand. Like, help me understand why you don't want to hear what I did to cure myself. And this was at the moment that I realized that they had no choice. That the medical system is set up in a way in which Big Pharma lobbies the insurance agencies and they can only write prescriptions for what's covered under their umbrella. That's the only way that they can make money. Man, there's a different form of medicine. Like, people should know about this.
And it doesn't even take a genius to know that when you consume healthy things, you're going to be healthy. We're just not taught by our parents or teachers what the best things are for our bodies to not get sick. Back in the day, our grandparents' medicine cabinet was looking something more like this. Something like this is what your doctor's bosses are praying you don't get your hands on. Natural remedy for allergy season, natural remedy for sore muscles and joint pain, nature's sleeping pills, got the kidney cleansers, natural detoxification from parasites like candida. All the stuff that trillions go into, praying you don't get curious about this kind of stuff and you just don't ask questions about the pill that they give you. Look, it's either you pay $33 for something like this today, or you pay tens of thousands, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in the future. I can tag this book right here I got, right here in the orange for you.